Hello my lovely spectators, Didi here. Welcome to my studio and welcome to another Instagram European haul courtesy of the lovely Wendy. That is her Instagram. This is the shop that I purchased most of my European, let's just say, items, and this is my 5th box, and I think it's gonna be my last box for a while. I'm sorry, Wendy, but if you want beautiful items, then she's the place to go and get some. So we're gonna open up the box. We're gonna see what I got this time. I also did a special that she has. She's doing a surprise box. So let me straighten you guys out so I can show you that. So starting from like 40 euros for any amount you wish. So you can ask for a completely surprise box with whatever amount. And then you would, of course, based on weight, include the shipping cost. She'll put together a box that will be a great assortment of the stuff. She has really a lot of really awesome things. And basically, no two boxes are the same. So she's got things like handwritten documents, notarial deeds, letters, envelopes, cards, labels, tickets, invoices, postcards, books, the whole lot. And so, you know, if that's something that piques your interest and you want to take a chance, then reach out to her, DM her, and you can get the information from her about the size of the box that you would like, and maybe, I guess, have a conversation. I'm sure she'd probably want to know a little bit about the kinds of things you would be interested in. I decided to throw a surprise box in here as my last order for a while. I need to crack down and actually start creating with the lovely items that I've gotten from her. And so I figured one last hurrah for a while, at least, you know, a while. So what I mean is, like, I don't order all of this in one shot. This is an order that's gone over a few months. She will create a account, so to say, for you, and then you can keep watching her feed for her sales, claim items, etc., and then she will just accrue, and then when you have reached your set limit, you arrange your shipment, and she does PayPal. She speaks English. It's awesome sauce. So right away, opening this up, we have our little packet that is a thank you. So she has a card. You may have seen her on Seven Plaza. Margaret has shown her. I hope to see you again. So this, like I said, has been multiple times that I've ordered from her. So I have a nice little stash of vintage items, French documents, European, all the goodness. So yeah, so this is her card. That's her Instagram, as I had on my little sign, but now she has her own little cards. And then she always puts a little packet of some little extra goodies of things. So let's just take a look at this. Then I'll move the box. So we have a little piece of papers, like little scrapbook paper almost. They have a nice texture. Then we have something from a perfumery. Of course, another language that I cannot read. A playing card. We also have a little card that someone probably had attached. Who knows? Maybe I'm going to say that it was, so all of you who can read this can tell me how wrong I am, but that it was, you know, the card inside of a lovely bouquet. Who knows? Some monies from a game. It looks like Monopoly, but of course not in English, so maybe not Monopoly. And it's really thick, actually. Then we have another little document here, handwritten. Let's see, do we have a year? I don't see a year. Nope. And then a couple more other pieces here. Another piece of some kind of an invoice of some sort, probably. And an envelope. And let's see. Oh, and the envelope is from 1931, and it does have the actual document inside. So cool. I'm still on the fence on how I'm going to utilize all this, because it's so precious to, you know, do anything, like thinking about even cutting it up. This is so overcast of purple, which again, purple is a significant color to me because it was my mother's favorite. So there we have these little goodies for thank you. Oh, let me put her card back on top. And then I'm going to move the box over and start bringing out the items that I did actually get this time. Several books that, yes, I will probably take apart at some point in my lifetime of using the rest of this stuff. So let's move that over. Again, one more time, this is her Instagram. This is the information about the surprise box. And so let's pull items out. Okay, so right away you saw some newspaper. So I believe that that's, I don't know, maybe that's part of the packaging. I don't recall purchasing a newspaper. So this is from 1975. So very interesting. Oh, they even had these little drawings like we have in the US, little drawings, and we have some columns and stuff. And yes, diplomatie, so Europe. There's something about Portugal is happening over there, and so we will just fold it back on its natural crease and put this to the side. Then we have the lovely packaging that, yes, I will roll up and save and use in my journals. So it's one of those Amazon packaging kind of things. So we do have a decent amount of it, and yeah, that's bonus. Okay, let me take one quick look to make sure that I am in the screen, because I've been yapping and I'm like, what am I not in the screen? So we have some books that she will wrap the books use sometimes. We have some other things that are wrapped in more packaging. We have some loose items here, and whatnot. Oh no! Oh, we had an avalanche. 1 second. Alright, we're back. I have a precarious situation here because, you know, studio, right? So let me, I think I'm going to take out more things and just pile them up, and then have to kind of work on putting things back in the box instead of taking things out of the box. And there I go, dropping something else. All the little bits that are loose in here. Yes. So she really packs everything tight. Make sure that even the little spaces that where things could potentially float around, she puts packaging so that they do not float around. It's very nice, tight and compact. Okay, so we shall do this. Let's just do this and get all the packaging out of the way. And then she puts the documents in these things. And then we have the surprise box. So here is the surprise box. I will put that to the side. Okay. And that way I can put the box closer or on the floor and not have to worry about it falling on the floor in an accidental nature. Okay guys. So we will work with whatever's over here now. So let's talk about some of the pieces that we had. So there was some embroidery and sewing kind of pieces. So I like the fact that she also, like I've mentioned before, she puts these little strips of paper to kind of protect what she's sending. So in here we have like almost like sewing patterns. So lovely. This would be so pretty in a journal, as a page. I wouldn't put it as part of a collage, but you know, that's the thing. I'm hesitant to do much of anything with anything because it's just too much. Yes, the lovely ladies for a fashion journal, possibly. There's a few pages here. We've got the children in their lovely attire. More here. Advertisement pieces. Really beautiful. Okay, let me put this back. So I don't recall prices on anything. I mean, I do have an invoice. You know, I know once I say that I would like an item, I bookmark it in Instagram, I save it rather, and then I have it there in my records. I take screenshots and things like that, but I'm not going to go through all of that with you guys here. So, you know, what I may want to pay for this is maybe something different than what you want to pay for it. For me, I'm comfortable with the prices. So I'd rather just keep it like that. Okay. Okay. Look at this lovely card that we have gotten here. Take it out. Right? I think this is real flowers. There's some little pink I don't know what exactly it's about, but it's this little souvenir. I know that word at least you can easily. But crushed, these are like real petals. So, and this looks like this has been in here for like a minute, and so we will put it back in here gently. So yeah, so tell me guys, if you had access and gotten these things, how would you be using them? So I purchased a bunch of her different tickets. She's got several types of tickets on her feed. Usually we've got cinema and get a roll. Then they had them in the pink, and then she had some other ones for whatever this is, and it's also in a roll. Right? Oh, these are gummed. Like Margaret says, do not lick it. These are not. So 3 different items in this little packet, because you will buy them as individual items, right? So she will sell you a stash of tickets for a certain price. So that's easy. Labels, not a problem. Here's some other ones that I believe, yes, we have these, and these are a number. Not sure where it's from. She does mention kind of some of the information on the postings, so you can kind of get a sense. Here we have apothecary, so I think these are like for apothecary, probably I would say maybe a pharmacy's label or something like that. And so we have whatever this is, whatever that is, but this will kill you with the little skull and crossbones. So these items are like, whoopsie, half of them didn't go in. I could see using, not feeling too weird about it, right? I do like that this purple and this is purple, so there's like some color that matches, and not everything is always so neutral. So that's awesome. Oh, these, I had to get trims. Look at this trim. It's even more precious in person. Look at that. So putting this on a pocket as a tag topper, that's probably the cheapest, you know, the least amount of expense is using it as tag topper. Edging on a journal cover, beautiful, beautiful. She'll sell them either 1 yard or 2 yards, whatever the price is. You can ask her for what you would like. Some things are the set price, that's all she has. I also have a couple of other ones that I got. So this lovely green with the little flowers. Where's the opening? Over here. Okay. There we go. So we have this, so she wraps this around, so she measures out what it is that you would like. This is very precious. This is my favorite right now. Is this one with the eyelets, right? The eyelet trim, these little holes and stuff. Beautiful. Love this. It makes me think of my youth. It makes me think of my mom. She used to make Raggedy Ann dolls, and she would get this kind of trim for the dresses of the dolls that she would make and raffle. And then we have this beautiful blue. Love this. Where's the one layer so we could see, because it's doubled up. I'll just do this. Look at that. It's lovely. Yes, I'm sniffing it to see if it smells. Does it smell? It doesn't smell at all. I mean, it doesn't smell bad or anything like that. It just doesn't smell super old. It just, you know, I don't know why I got into the habit of sniffing things sometimes because, you know, you're like, oh, is it old? It's old. Yeah, it's vintage because of whatever. All right, then I have this, which is another. I had gotten one before, but this is a roll of old film. Oh, no, no, no. And so you have the negatives. Look at that. You can see that they are of, what does it say here? There are names and everything. So this is a nice roll of film that has these pictures. I don't know what I'm doing with it yet. It may just sit on my table for a while, but that's where it's from. That was the only thing in here. Yes, so I'm going to put a little tiny piece of scotch tape on a blank side so that I can make sure it doesn't fly open on me, and put the packaging paper away to the side. All right, let's go back to these items here. So we have more documents, and just these are these bills of, I don't even know what they are, but they're beautiful. I love the paper. It reminds me of the rag paper from Roxy's Creation. I bought some rag paper from her. That's what this texture on the back reminds me, but it's a beautiful color. And again, I don't know how I would use this, but I wanted it and I have it now, so I'm happy. Then certificate, the radiation. This is from, let's see if we have a year. It was number 2012. From when? Let's see if we have a date on here. Okay. Yeah, so these are the same document but for different different situations, I believe. Yes. I don't know what year. I wish. This says 1900 over here, but I don't think that this is 1900. But lovely, beautiful, stamped. This is I hope you could see it. I think if I stay within the gray thing. Yes, and they're documents. So they're number 2012, 13, 11, 13, 15, 14. So we got 5 of them. So she'll send things in bulk, like not bulk, but like, you know, in mass. This one says 1918. So this document here, and then within here there is a bunch of other pieces, right? So lovely thin paper, rusted little elements. There's no nail in here or pin, but that's how they used to put things without a stapler. They would pin things together. And then is there a date? Why am I not seeing? 1918. Look at that. These are things that I could possibly scan and then incorporate into some kind of a digital or something like that, because it is quite old. So that is good to know. This says 1915, 1916. It's amazing just to be like that. I own this now. It's crazy. This one I'm not sure. The ink has blown out, which, you know, happens sometimes. Look at that. All right, then we have this, which is, don't know what it is, but it's a very much thicker cardstocky kind of feel, and probably some kind of some sign, and it says 1910. I don't know. This is amazing. This is a little bit. This is an envelope or telegraph that would have been folded up, and now it is unfolded and beautiful. This is 1918. Look at this letter, right? With the stamp. You've got the rust stains. Oh my goodness. 1918. All of this is just fabulous. This is a project in itself, scanning a lot of this in, which I believe I will do at some point, but for now we're just gonna support it and look at it because it's beautiful. Look at that ledger and the handwriting. No one scripts like this anymore. Not at all. 1918. Look at this. Dossier ou Comte. I don't know. 1918. So there's a few of them in here. So we have number 12, number 13. And so we again have a couple in order. Look at this. Oh my goodness. This is very different feeling paper. Here's another one of these, but it's not in that cardstock, that hard cardstock, but it has this thing here. I think people said that if I took a picture, I can probably find an app or something that will be able to translate. So I'm really like intrigued to do that. That would be phenomenal. So that was all of the documents that I requested. Now, not each one is not like she sells things in sets, so definitely, you know, something like that different. Okay, and then we have our box, our books. So this is a agenda, encyclopedic 1910 from 1908 to 1910. So it has calendars in here. The pages feel probably a little brittle. Open dates for, and I guess these are holidays, I would guess. And so I don't see anybody's handwriting in here just yet. Let's see here. Oh, there's some, probably, is this carbon? What is this? Interesting. Oh, it's the center of the signature here. We have some mathematical, that makes my heart smile, because formula, trigonometry. Oh my god, this is so cool. So it doesn't seem to have been written in. Okay, it's, you know, and maybe there was at some point something that kept it locked. But look, we even have a little ruler. This is so cool. Okay, and I'm gonna say cool like 20 times, right? Then this is an almanac, Vermont, 1967. So it has a lot of different ads and things. There's actually some color pictures in here, which I wasn't aware of. Maybe one or two, I don't know. Yes. Let's see here. Oh my god, I was just doing something that would be perfect for this. I'm half minded to take this out and include it into that project. But I know I'd have to fold it, and I don't know if I could do that. So a lot of almanac, a lot of different ads and things. So definitely, and it's from 1967, so it's not really old enough to scan, but you know. Oh, I did order postcards. Let's look at the postcards. It's so funny because by the time I get to the postcards or get to her ads, because, you know, we're in a different time zone, of course. I'm in New York. She's over in the Netherlands, right? I will be like hitting her up and like looking, and everything is taken. It's like, so, oh my gosh. But the postcards, sometimes people just don't like, I guess they don't want them, and it's like I get to grab a few here and there. So this was pretty. I love this man looking at adoringly at his wife. This one, I think she's beautiful, right? Very simple, very nice. Her, because of the fish. There's a thing with the fish. There's a theme here. There's a few with fish in them because I just had to. It was so adorable. So, and then Avril, I think, is April, and April's my birth month, but my daughter is a Pisces, so, you know, just grab the fish, different things that called to me. Yeah, this one, she was like hanging out there, nobody wanted her, so I picked her up. And then another beautiful little girl there. So cool. So basically I'm like, how do I showcase these? Just tuck them in a journal somehow, you know, because the backs are written on quite a number of them. So it's just, I don't know, I'm gonna have to go through all of her stuff. Oh, there's some random postage stamp over here. Oh no, it's supposed to be in there. It got all flipped. So yeah, so a postage book. So we have all these postage stamps from over there that someone was collecting. So I was able to purchase this booklet of postage stamps. It's cool. I have a billion. She also sells postage stamps, like just like bags by the grams and stuff. So I do have some from her prior from another order. So I don't know if I would actually open up that book per se. Okay. Is this something? No packaging. Okay. Let's go to this because these are menu cards. Look how pretty. And it's funny because Seven Plaza showed the same ones on her channel just the other day. So I have some of these. Okay, this is another little book, 1954, 1955. And yes, it was ledger, people's handwriting. It was these kind of drawings, you know, hand drawn, detailed. And I do want to do like a medical journal, so this would be fantastic to put pages of this in there. Someone took care to really look and draw these items. So, and on the ledger, what is this? Look at this detail. I mean, now everything, there's not that kind of detail with people anymore that I've seen. Beautiful. Okay, this is a book, fabrication mannequin. I don't know. Let's see. It has a couple things inside here. Let's see if there's a date in here. So there's a piece of paper in here, which is like, I don't know, cylindricals, droids. So something manufactured, mechanical. Okay. Do we have it? 1976. So just numbers and charts, and look at all this. It's like I need to send pictures. I think last time I said this too, to my colleagues, my other math teachers, and be like, look at this stuff. Isn't this fabulous? From years ago. And I had when I had my daughter, I purged a lot of things in order to make space for her 18 years ago. And now I'm like, oh my god, I had so many things that were like amazing. Oh, here we go. These are a bunch of labels. So from different things, yeah, a whole set of labels. Look at that, you know, legitimate labels off of what? Not sure. Bourgogne, maybe alcohol bottles. Look at that. Days on like tags or big journal cards, you know, added to the journal cards. That I wouldn't mind doing. Because I almost feel like you know, to actually take them and glue them onto something. Oh my goodness, it just it's very to me. But you know, making my journal for myself, and stuff. I might share. I might have to share some things. I just right now we're still hoarding. Look at that. This is, I guess this is that, and then this is the bottle around the top of the bottle, the neck. Bourgogne Rosé. Look at that. So love. Oh, look. Look at that. Everything is. I don't think I've seen a duplicate yet. This is amazing. Champs-Élysées. Okay. Cri de Crocodile. Oh, I love this. I'm a Taurus. That's so cool. Oh, look, savoring of the champagne bottle. Okay, awesome. These are crazy. I almost feel like I want to scan them, but again, 1989, they're not that old. The bag is nice as well. Oh, it is one more in here. We left one behind. Where is it? Here we go, 1985. So like I was saying, I had gotten rid of a lot of books that were kind of on the old, and I was like, oh, you know, I'm teaching, and you know, they don't want to use these type of documents and these types of books anymore. They're changing the way that they're presenting things to kids and whatever. You know, books like with arithmetic, with just like this is kind of shunned upon, right? So I got rid of a lot of things, and now I'm like kicking myself now that I'm junk journaling after Archimedes. So just fantastic. Pythagoras. Ugh, this is just crazy. Even if it's just a piece of history, you know, that I have in my hands, it's just amazing. You know, Descartes. Who's this? Vitae? I don't know. So for some reason it starts in October, and then we're going through the month January, and then we're going through, and then it's like, again, probably something in the front of the book would tell me why. 1935. 1932 is the book. Is here. Oh, it's a course, that's why. So there was in October that it started and went through. Oh, look, you have the whole thing right here. So you started in October. Look at this. You started in October. In November you studied this. Oh, beautiful. It's cool. I'm gonna stop saying cool. I said I was gonna stop saying cool. Then this is two little books that she had there. One was this one, and I was just, you know, more language, more variety. I just, you know, there was a few pictures here and there, but you know, I get the prices, like I said, for me were acceptable. And you know, I was just like, I'm gonna go for it, and I just did. So like I said, I'm happy with my purchases. Very happy. 1935. So two of them. So, and like I said, you know, sometimes it's to get hold of some paper to utilize, things like this to keep and savor and save. But like to have variety of patina. I know some of you don't want to hear that we may take it apart, but right now she's gonna stay intact for a while. And then now we have a couple of books that have been wrapped. I'm not sure exactly why she wrapped some of them and not others, so we shall see why that is. No, yes, I know. Be a little more genteel, like keep the paper, which I am. Okay, this is another, maybe because they're soft cover? No, that's not 1916. Okay, so we've got another set. Like this we can scan because 1916. And oh, look at that. It's just, it had a lot of pictures in here. This page I think was one of the pages that she has shown, and I was just like, this is amazing. I don't know, I just was drawn to this. So yes, look at this. Oh, I love this right here. So cool. So look for a new word. I need to go to get a thesaurus to figure out another word for cool. So fab. It's groovy. It's boss, man. It's just boss. I'm like trying to think of all the words back in the day that meant, you know, it's funky, it's fresh, it's fat. Remember when the fat was good? Oh, it's bad, man. It's so bad. Dope. Remember dope? How many of you remember dope? That's dope. Okay, let's just cut it open. Why are we struggling? Here we go. We are struggling unnecessarily. Oh, yes. Look at this cover. Look at this cover. Look at that. Look at that. This was the original, let me paint the sides. Like now you get a lot of books that have these painted sides, and it's like, ooh, special edition. And it's like, oh, I think this is the rag paper one too. Look at this. This is 1828. Yes, rag paper. So it's just a book of whatever, I don't know, something. But I wanted rag paper, and so I have rag paper. Oh, it has the little thing in the middle. We've got it's crazy. And I wish it was a little bigger to make a journal out of it, but It's beautiful. Look at this. Look at this on the side. It's flaking and stuff. There's some gold. Amazing. Amazing. Okay. One more that's wrapped. And then I have my goodie bag. My goodie box. Which was kind of lightweight. So I do not think that there are any books in there per se. So yeah. So we shall see what's in there. Okay. Here we go. One more here. So all of this paper. And yes, this is Flora. So I don't know. This book is from when? 1965. Oh yes, 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 I remember now. Look at this. Look at these illustrations. Illustrations. Look at that. Beautiful. And you know what? I'm also happy, right? So if I decide to pull apart this book, right? These illustrations and these illustrations do not conflict, and you can use them and not have to worry about choosing one versus the other. But it is a complete book of these lovely illustrated botanical and florals. Oh. Yes, I sniffed it. Okay. Let's go to the box. Where's the box? Okay. So this box right here is the surprise box. And so we shall see what is in here. Okay, we agreed upon a price, and she put goodies in here. So we have some more packaging, and then we have enjoy your goodie stickers. Oh, lovely things, lovely things. Oh, this is so nice. Okay, I thought it was gonna just be like all documents and stuff like that, but I'm so pleasantly surprised. So obviously she can tell from the things that I got into that I've ordered in the past. She's catered it to knowing kind of the things that I like. So she included some other trims. So we have this white crochet, and we have this blue gray trim. Now, some of it may not be vintage, but it's lovely nonetheless. We've got some additional postcards. So we've got 2 postcards. We've got more tags and labels and stuff. Very nice. Oh, thank you. Look at this, Wendy. She got the D for me, for my name. Some buttons. Yes. Oh, and I did purchase one of these things, like the whole round thing from her a while ago. So now I have an additional one that I don't know what it says, but it's cool. Okay, let's show off some of this. So you can see this. I don't want to take that out. And this is a postcard on one side and the postcard on the other side, right? In here we have some more labels. So we've got a bunch more. So maybe some duplicates to the other thing, but not many. That one looked familiar, but these other ones don't. So that's nice. I love the green. I'm loving the green. So like I said, I can't speak for her, but from the interactions that I've had with Wendy, like I said, I would think if you told her about your likes and stuff, that she would try to cater a box to your likings, right? Or the things that kind of interest you. Because she knows from my past purchases the things that I've gravitated towards. So beautiful. So let's see what's in here. We've got some more of the different types of tickets. We've got some other little labels here, assortments. What is this here? What is this? Okay. I'll put my remote over there to hold that paper back. I don't know. Oh, It's a letter. Okay, like a postcard. So I guess you would write in there, you'd seal it up, put your postcard, and then mail it off. That's cool. Or maybe you put it in here. I don't know, there's a little envelope in here. With the what is it called? Embossed initials there. So a nice little bag of goodies of labels. Yeah, I don't know how long this video is. I'm sorry guys if it's too long, but I'm having fun looking at everything. In here we have some more items. So again, I was trying to get some of this trim beforehand and looking for certain letters. So she's pulled the CD or the DC, whoever this belonged to. I think this is to tag your clothing. We've got some vintage button. We've got a a couple of perfume bottles, a little envelope. I had gotten some of these as an order, like a bigger order. We've got like it's not a cigarette card, but like maybe a chocolate card or something like that. I'm not quite sure. Oh, what is this? So this is like shooting practice, no? I was gonna buy some of these over here in the US from somebody, but he had already arranged for someone else to purchase them by the time I saw them on Facebook Marketplace. I thought it would have been so cool to kind of have, you know, something like that. Where's the other little card? Where's the buttons? How did I lose buttons in the span of 2 seconds? They must be in here. Yo, so yeah, they're in here. Okay, then we have some old envelopes. So she sells like envelopes that are empty. So these are empty envelopes. So you have the envelopes alone. I believe she also sells them when there is actual letters still contained inside. So, oh, like this one. This one has a letter inside. Look at this. Oh my gosh, does this... So... 1917. Wow. Wow. Yes, another item that could be scannable. Yeah, so envelopes and envelopes with letters, definitely something that she does. And then we have different documents. So we have some ledger paper. Beautiful. Look at this. Right? And then we also have, I don't know, this feels like it might be rag paper because it has that texture. And then we also have an envelope. An old envelope from someplace. Consignment, I don't know. I'm making up my own words. Making up my own descriptions. Oh, there are 2 little booklets in here too. That's nice. Faust. So more book page, patina, beautiful cover. Just nice. This is it looks like it's, yep, a notebook from somebody. So they were practicing maybe, or they were writing an essay. There are some letters that are highlighted by the teacher. There's some issues there. Who is this, sir? You have some corrections to make. And there's no date on this, but it's still cool. Still groovy. A little stack of pages, of book pages with florals. Look how beautiful. So very nice. These look a little younger, you know, newer. That's fine. And then we have Testament Public. So this is some kind of deed document, I think. A public document about something. What year? Is there a year? Oh my god, the paper feels fantastic. It's got to be, oh look, they tied it up with this red thread to secure it. Some more ledger paper, blank. Oh no, it's to cover other things. Oh my god, surprise after surprise. Documents after documents. I know, I'm showing you and it probably all looks the same, and it does have a very, this is 1959, does have a very similar kind of feeling. 1905, like what Margaret says, this is amazing up here, right? And so, you know, let's just get through the last little bit. Here's another document, another magazine from embroidery and patterns and stuff like that. So this is 1951. Look at this. Oh my goodness. Beautiful. Look at that. I'm not even showing, I'm only showing you half of it because it's so big. No. Oh no. Oh, this guy actually opens up. Look, this is sealed here. This opens up like 4 times the size. Look at this. 4 times. So imagine. Tuk tuk, tuk tuk. Anyway, so this lovely Wendy, lovely. I know hopefully she watches. I don't know if she's watching or not. I told her she knows that I will post my unboxing. I want to give her, you know, how do you call it? Traffic to her site, I guess. So beautiful. I'm very happy with this surprise box. Like I said, I'm super happy that she kind of gave me things that I wasn't able to get in on, and like I guess she found more and had more and knew that they would be things that I would appreciate. So anyway, that's it guys, that's it. Go by and check out, you know, keep her, follow her, friend her, whatever it is on Instagram, so that you can get notifications when she posts on her sales. But until the next time guys, there won't maybe a while until I actually crack any of these things out. But if you have any ideas on what I could do with some of this stuff, like have you gotten this beautiful things from Europe and like have actually cracked them and used them, or are you like me hoarding them right now, afraid to use them in anything? Because yeah, I need some inspiration and I need some advice or whatever, because I feel like I don't want to mess it up. Anyway, if you're new and you've just come here for the first time, please consider subscribing. I do crafts. This is just a haul. Every time I do one of these, every few months, I like to put it out there and share what I've gotten. And if you have been here for a minute, you've seen these before, and you know you're waiting. I know you're waiting for me to actually crack them out on the channel. It'll happen. I don't know when. I can't promise you, but I love your continued support. And yeah, please comment, like I said, if any suggestions or any questions. I would love to hear anything you have to say. And until the next time, ciao ciao, bye.